Well, it looks like Square Enix has struck again. Their famous ethics department has decided to take a hard look at the upcoming Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Remake. Crisis Core, if you don't know, is I believe it was a PlayStation Portable game. I don't think it was on the Vita. And it was a prequel to Final Fantasy VII and basically told Zack's story. And if I remember right, the game ends with Cloud picking up the sword and heading off to the city to start his new life. That's pretty much the story. I mean, if you know Final Fantasy VII, you know what I'm talking about. That's where the Zack story ends, and then the Cloud story picks up. Not the greatest game, but if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, you'll probably like it because it's just fun to get more story fleshed out for that world. I mean, I enjoy getting more story for it. I really like Final Fantasy VII. So when this was announced, I was kind of excited for it because I haven't played it in a long time. And it's like, well, that'd be fun to play through. I'll play through that again. Like I said, I don't remember it being the deepest game, but I don't remember hating it. From what I remember, I had a good time. So I'm going to, well, let me take that back. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up anymore because now it's been revealed that they've made some changes. So Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion's designed for flashback Tifa, highly criticized. So there is Tifa in all of her glory. That's fan art, I believe. And as they point out here, the upcoming Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion remaster has been brutally criticized following the reveal of its design for flashback Tifa, a younger version of Tifa that appears during a flashback as it lacks significant detail in comparison to previous Final Fantasy VII games and also leading some to regard it as less sexy. A Twitter user gathered together screenshots and art of flashback Tifa's design from various Final Fantasy VII titles and compared it with the version from Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. So here she is on the right, all the way. This is Crisis Core Family Reunion. And I know that this might seem silly to some people to cover this, but the fascinating thing about Tifa, okay, is YouTube actually at one time censored any videos talking about her because this isn't the first time they've done this to this character. It's really strange. Like you're not allowed to have big boobs anymore in video games. Now, as you know, Tifa has a very large bust. It's very much a part of the character since her inception. And it's just funny to me that they're pretty much taping her down. And this has happened before. There was big controversy around Final Fantasy VII Remake and another game. I can't remember the other game. It was like one of the fighting games. But in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they put her in a sports bra. Looks like 2 sports bras. And it's like, okay, well, you know, if it was the real world, she probably would be wearing one. But we did find out that the ethics department, which has done a lot of stuff since then, they've also censored stuff in other Final Fantasy VII remasters. I just want to point that out. But they had a big deal with this and were advising to make those changes. And now they've pretty much just, like, they're like, be damned the sports bra. We're just going to give her a breast reduction. All this lines up also with what came out not even that long ago. I did a video on it about how Square Enix they're going to stop making games like with Japan as their focus or for Japan. They're going to make all of their games in a more audience focus, like worldwide modern audience focus. And now you see the results of that. Like, she seriously, it's like they made it looks like she has a flat chest now. There's nothing there. Like, it's a big change for the character. And they're getting called out for it. Like this person says right here. So she's a PS3 model now. She does look awful. Like the original. So this is the original version here on the left. It looks better than the Unreal. They used the Unreal Engine for this game. So the design looks awful. Like, I don't think I'm going to pick this up. I'd rather just play the original again, I think. But this looks awful. So here's another one. Her outfit looks less detailed. That's true, too. Look at the detail on this outfit to the left, right? And look at it on the right. There's more colors. It looks better. This one just looks kind of basic. This person says, I knew they'd F with her. Square Enix can't help but just downgrade Tifa more and more. Thank God modders will fix this, but this shouldn't be a thing to begin with. How do you upgrade the face and downgrade everything else? Like the clothing textures look right out of an N64 title. The skin may be Legend of the Dragoon. Yo, look, more censorship, just like the remake. And this person says they nerfed her. This person asks, why does the PSP version look better? This person says, looks like shit. This person says, this game was going to be so gas. And this person, as they point out here, is probably somebody that would be against or all for the changes. So, yeah, they took away her swag and the belt buckle. That's true, too. Like, the one on the left feels more Tifa. Actually, a young Tifa. The one on the right, it just looks boring. And it's less even with the boobs. Yeah, they even made her skin darker. It's so weird. Why is her skin darker? So they made her darker. She's less detailed, even in the stomach. Look at this, because you can see, like, kind of some abs. You can see, like, a belly button. You can see, the line going down here. The lines, like, the definition. There's no definition at all. It's, like, flat. And here, like, she has no definition to her stomach at all, where over here on the left, she does. It's like they went out of their way to make her less sexy. It's strange. They took away all of her definition. They reduced her chest. They took away kind of her personality and the way she's dressing. Like, all of her flair is gone. Even the hat looks worse. Like, the hat on the left is better. They said, we'll give her a tan, make up for it. I'm surprised there's no one's saying this is blackface either. Because she's usually pretty pale white in every iteration of the character. That's what she's looked like. This person says, upgrade with a crying face. Looks so bland. I agree. Downgrade. Why does the PSP version look better? Obviously, the new one looks nicer, but they lost all the details. The new one's face looks nicer, but all of the details and stuff are on the left. Doesn't look good. So, this doesn't look good. I think that Square's shooting themselves in the foot. I don't like censorship. Let the character exist how she's always existed. It's just crazy. Like, what's wrong with a woman having curves and, a large bust? It's funny. Like, you might think, like, they think they're making women feel better here, but what about women that do have large boobs? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you think that this makes them feel bad? Like, you're saying that they don't exist? You should see this fan art that came out for Supergirl from Flashpoint. They took her butt out. She has like 2 legs going up into her back. It's so strange. It's fan art, but a lot of people thought it was real for a second because I totally believe that Warner Brothers would do that. Oh, well, women don't have butts. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. It's up to you if you want to get this game or not. I'm just letting you know about the censorship because, of course, They made Tifa less attractive. That's what they're going to do. That's pretty much it. Comment below what you think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.